What's up, guys? To the season finale. Finally, we've made it here. Of this season one of the West Ham career mode. I just having a little look at the objectives here. Unfortunately, couldn't obviously get into the final of the Europa League. But we've pretty much smashed every other objective. There is still a possibility that we might not get Europe. Especially that loss against Tottenham has really held us back a bit, and we're obviously doing well with the salary objective, keeping it under 10%, currently at 7% right now. So as long as we don't give anyone any new contracts, then we should be okay. But first, it's the semi-finals of this of the FA Cup. West Ham, Chelsea. Let's see what we can do here. And we're going to start off with Nicholas Jackson with an effort. Unfortunately for them, weren't able to really make too much of it. Trying to work some space, unable to find anyone free, and Kunku's in, and Kunku scores. And to be honest, I'm actually very excited to see how he does in real life, but in the game, not excited at all. Not excited at all. But yeah, currently 1-0 down, and then again just gets shrugged off by Nicholas Jackson. What a great pass across to Nkunku, and in the second half, 2-0, just unable to do anything this game. We have a lot of games today, and we're going to absolutely go through them as quick as we can. But unfortunately, we are now out of the FA Cup, but we're going home here to Aston Villa, and we're starting off with a very composed strike by Mikel Antonio, and it's a great little effort into that bottom corner, and just before the halftime whistle, we got a little corner, smashing it in low, trying to do something different, and it worked, but it really shouldn't have. Jared Bowen with the goal, but that should never have gone in. We can actually have a little replay here of this goal, because that should never have gone in. It does look like the defend. Oh, okay, the camera's just forgotten absolutely everything there, but it did look like the defender tried to header it as the keeper was trying to save it, so it just made that awful animation. But coming to the final minute of the game here, currently 2-0 up. Buendia with an opportunity, and it's a fantastic save by Areola to keep the clean sheet. And yeah, unsure about this added time once again. But 2-0, fantastic result. But now we're into the Liverpool game. And we try to shrug. We just can't do anything about this shrugging, well, bodying animation. The press proven seems to be way too strong, and we go 1-0 down to Zakagny, I think it is. But look at this. Oh, see you later, Van Dijk. And into the bottom corner. Final minutes. Antonio makes it 1-1. And what an important goal. Look at Moisey. He's on the pitch. He's loving it. What a fucking day. Antonio with the goal, but he just drops the shoulder. See you later, Van Dijk. And then he buries it into the bottom left corner. That is a world-class goal, in my opinion. Especially against a world-class defender like Virgil van Dijk. Unfortunately, didn't see any jockeying, though. So that might be a fraudulent Van Dijk. But yeah, that pretty much concludes it. Unless Liverpool can get something in these final minutes, I don't know what Salah's doing there. Emerson picks up the ball, and that is the end of that game. 1-1, a great. I don't know if it's a great point. To be fair, it's against the champions, so yeah. But here we are with Mohamed Kudus being approached by Real Madrid, and for a player that's unhappy and is literally requesting to leave, you have to try give it a go. And instant, I feel like we could have got a little bit more there, but 50 mil is what they accept. So we'll absolutely take it. Now we're in the league against Chelsea, and Nicholas Jackson in behind. I have a feeling I'm just shit at defending. I think I'm coming to that conclusion, and at a very important time of the season, it's not okay. But yeah, 1-0 down at Stamford Bridge. Just a ball in, and unable to really get anything on it. And then we had Ward-Prowse shifting it onto his right. Dinks it in, heads it. What is Petrovic doing? What on earth is he doing? That feels like that was straight at him. But Mikel Antonio with another vital goal. Fantastic goal from Mikel Antonio, and you'll absolutely take that. But yeah, pretty much come to the end. Try to hoof it up, but Antonio is offside. They're making a sub on the 92nd minute, so they're pretty much wanting this time to go down to try get the point against us. But they could have been in there if they didn't actually make that sub, so that's unfortunate for them. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of that game. Unfortunately, drop points again, but we're going to look at the stats here. Antonio, 20 goals in 32 games is very, very nice. Ward-Prowse over 12 goals, and then on assists. Ward-Prowse just needs 1 assist to beat De Bruyne and Henry's record in the Premier League. What on earth am I looking at? You even have Jared Bowen there with 8 assists, which is very, very good. Kostic with 7 assists, which is insane. But yeah, Archie Gray there. We did end up loaning him out to Valencia, which was a move that felt needed. Luton is going to be our next opponent. It's currently 19th and relegated. They have nothing to really work for in this season, so it should be an easy 3 points. But let me tell you, it was not. We're going to start off the clips here with Jacob Ramsey dinking it over to Emerson. Emerson spotting. Is that Jared Bowen offside? He is not offside. And Jared Bowen heads it into the back of the net. And that is Jared Bowen at his best. At the right place at the right time. And it's just brilliant. And now we have Sanchez. Sambula Conga, who's a quality player, doing so well this season. But Sufal caught sleeping. Zuma, don't know what he's doing. And I have no idea what Areola's doing either. So it's just a calamity of defensive errors. And we concede to Luton Town. Bell, I think that was, at the on the score sheet now. And it's just poor. It's just poor. All of it is just embarrassing. Look at this goalkeeping. What is he pushing? He's pushing to the right side of the ball. Why just push into the ball? And then you've saved the... I don't know. But right, we got Jacob Ramsey in the final minutes. Just couldn't get past this side. We weren't meant to win this. It was a tough game. It shouldn't have been as tough as it was, but they just seemed to be on this like almost constant press. But yeah, it was difficult to really get any chances out of it. Jared Bowen, man of the match, but we dropped points again. Sufal, awful game. Mikel Antonio, dreadful game. He just wasn't in the game at all, actually. I forgot he was even playing. But yeah, just unable to really get anything out of that. And yeah, it was a tough one to hold. But now we're against Crystal Palace, who have been playing absolutely brilliantly this season. And we start off with Sufal, who dinks it in. Who's there at the back post? It's Mikel Antonio. The more I look at this, we're actually crossing merchants. And I don't know if I like that. But we have Nathaniel Klein here on the right-hand side. Trying to find a ball in, isn't able to. Finds Jordan Ayew. Dribbles past 1. Dribbles past 2. Dribbles past 3. Hits the post. The goalkeeper saves it. Aga gets the ball. His touch is absolutely awful. And then Jordan Ayew scores into the empty net. I have never seen more of a FIFA goal in my life. What am I looking at? There's nothing I can do there. There is literally nothing I can do. And that just concludes this game. It was actually painful to be a part of. So painful to be a part of. Roy Hodgson, just retire. What are you doing there? Where's Glasner? But look, we absolutely dominated them all game. Our XG was 3-1. We should have won that game. But it just never happened. But on to the final game of the season, and here we go. Mohamed Kudus confirmed, there you go, West Ham to Real Madrid, so that will go on top of our budget for next season, which would mean we'll obviously need another centre forward. Just a backup one, just so they don't get as unhappy. But yeah, currently 4th, and they are 3rd, Manchester City. But it's going to be such a tough one. We're going to keep the goal news on, but that ends up not mattering because it doesn't actually show up for you. But yeah, we've got Brentford versus Newcastle, and then I think that was Brighton versus Manchester United. This is the side that we'll run up with for the final game of the season at the Etihad. We're going to have to pull off something special here. We're all on the same points. We are 2 points clear of both sides. But we have to get at least a draw against this side if we want to get anything out of this. And remember, WordPress still needs that one assist. And he whips it in to Antonio. Bang! Oh, have some of that. Have some of that. Antonio, on his final game for the club, scores an absolute worldie of a goal. And that confirms that WordPress does get the 21st assist, which is absolutely incredible. He has been inevitable this season, and hopefully we'll bring it into Europe next season, if we end up getting there. But here we go, Jack Grealish on the ball on this right-hand side, dribbling left and right. He's got the press proven plus, so there's no point even getting near him. Somehow don't get the ball. I don't know who Rooney is, but he's played the ball to Kevin De Bruyne, and there's only one result when he's in the box with that much space of the ball, and it's in the back of the net for Kevin De Bruyne, the captain for Manchester City today. Bang, have some of that. Kevin De Bruyne, Areola, no chance. 40 minutes now into this game, but look at this pass from Thomas Souček. Where has that come from? And then, oh my god, he's done it again. Nearly identical to the goal he scored at Liverpool. Yeah, was it Anfield? I can't remember. But when Van Dijk just NPC'd for a moment, Antonio does the same thing against Akanji. It's just absolutely brilliant. 60 minutes in now, Alvarez flicks it. Haaland, even on his right foot, it doesn't matter. It's going into the back of the net. And they grab the ball and they want to go. They want to go. They know they can win this. And they'll wait to the last second to try and get the win. But we have to get something. We have to contain this draw. No matter what it is. And then Cornet tries to get the ball. And then Alvarez hits the post in the final minute. Soufal gets the ball. Ward-Prowse tries to get past De Bruyne. He doesn't. Alvarez with a shot again. And Areola makes the save. Final chance of the game. Kovacic coming on. I don't know who for. Maybe for Rooney. But De Bruyne whips it in. Ward-Prowse doesn't get locked onto it. Jack Grealish has possibly just sent us out of Europe, depending on what other results are. So now we've gone from being ahead and more than comfortably being in Europe, in the Champions League even, to possibly being out of sight and now relying on other results. It's a tough time. It's a tough time. Jack Grealish there, having his moment. It won't win them the league. It'll get him second probably, but it's a tough one to chew. Again. And that's pretty much the last kick of the game. It's very, very depressing. Not really how we wanted to end the season. Just completely lost all form. But we had a lot of tough games. Palace, Chelsea, Liverpool, City. Like, it would be hard to get a good run of form. And, yeah. Antonio apparently just levels above any other player that game. Soufal dropped off. Kudos, an awful end to his career here. Emerson, last game as well. But it's just about relying on the other results. And after looking at the standings, we still make Europe. We still make Europe. Newcastle United won their game against Brentford 2-1, I think it was. But Manchester United draw. And we're now... We've achieved our objective. And that's all that really mattered. And what a time to be alive. We're going to have a little look at the stats here. The most appearances did obviously go to James Ward-Prowse. I don't think he missed a single game. He played pretty much every game. So 59 games for him is absolutely incredible stuff. an absolute workhorse out there. But in terms of goals, Antonio, 30 goals. At 34 years of age, it's just brilliant. Just imagine if we have a higher rated player there, we could be cooking good. But Jacob Ramsey also up there, James Ward-Prowse up there, Jared Bowen, Danny Ings, even Mubama. They're 9 games, 6 goals, and then we look at the assists, 36. I don't think there's really any words for it. It's just absolutely insane. What was that? 51 goal involvements in 59 appearances. That's world-class form right there, especially in the Premier League. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. Zuma with 9 goals, by the way. Absolute stormer from him. But yeah, there's not really much else to it. Fabianski losing 5 ratings there. If you liked the video, smash the like button, subscribe if you know, and ciao.